The spring turkey application deadline is February 14th. There will be more opportunities this year for spring turkey hunters. We're visiting with upland game biologist RJ Gross to go over all the details. I'm Mike Anderson with the North Dakota Game and Fish Department. RJ, more turkey takes for spring turkey hunters this year compared to last year.
Yep.
How many?
Yep, about 700 more, 10% increase, and a lot of that just because population's doing well. Kind of how I go into the tag setting process, there's a few things that I look at. Number one, how the population is doing. Two, we'll look at how many applicants there are compared to the number of licenses that are available. If there's a lot of people applying in there and they're not getting licenses and the population can still handle it, we need to increase that. And then another really big one, is landowner tolerance, especially like out west, western, Killdeer areas, Watford City, there's a lot of turkeys out there.
RJ, last year was one of the toughest winters we've had in a long time.
It was.
Turkey numbers are up.
Yeah,
why is that?
They were kind of like every other bird. I was nervous, pheasants, everything was going to be bad. And, turkeys are a little bit hardier, and they came through just fine. And then just like every other bird, we had a really good nesting season, brood rearing season. They did just fine as far as production. And that came out in our late summer roadside counts. We don't count too many turkeys, but the ones that we did, they had plenty of chicks, plenty of young. And then, success was really good, even going into last year. And then this fall, word was good. I asked our staff, our wardens, all the field staff guys, how turkeys are doing. And they said, yeah, we need to raise them in a lot of the units.
RJ, we manage turkeys by units, and we've had a unit that's been closed for a number of years. How many units are there?
Yeah, there's 23. One unit 21 down in the southwest. Henniger and Adams County, that's been closed for quite a few years, probably 10, 15 years. And it's a habitat and lack of turkey thing. I mean, there's a few down there, but there's no real, turkey habitat in North Dakota is a river system, river corridor. There's not one going through there, and not a major one at least. There's some tributaries, but where there's turkey habitat, we're going to have turkeys, and really the only habitat we have in North Dakota are those river systems. So we just keep it closed. We try. We're augmenting populations down there, moving, our trap and transport program. But it's an adventure.
RJ, where was the biggest increases in the turkey tags available?
Yep, definitely out west, that unit 13, 27 area, like I said, the Killdeer and Watford City, there's plenty of turkeys out there. And I encourage people to, it's beautiful country out there, and landowners are more than happy for them to let you on to get a turkey. So encourage people to go out there and especially in the spring, it's a really good opportunity.
When you say that, good opportunity, spring hunting versus fall hunting.
Yep.
It's quite a difference.
Quite a bit different.
That.
Quite a bit different, yeah. Spring is a lot more popular. That's kind of the iconic, you got a decoy out early morning in the spring. Their gobblers are really sounding off, doing their morning displays. Even up in the trees, they're getting ready to strut. They're gobbling really loud. And they'll come into the decoy. Usually people, hiding by a tree or in a blind, things like that. Where it comes to the fall, that's the population control one where you can shoot the hens, young, things like that. And they don't really come into decoys as well as they do in the spring. They can. I've heard of people doing it, but yeah, it's a lot different.
Most people have probably seen a tom turkey fanning in the spring.
Yep.
It's their mating time.
It is, yep. It's, peak breeding in North Dakota is, kind of right around the end of April, early to May when we have the season. And yeah, I mean, it's if you've never experienced it, it's cool just to hear them, the echo of the gobbling and having them strut and fight with each other. A lot of that is fun to watch, especially if, they're coming into your decoy. Just, interacting with the decoy is really fun.
RJ, tell me about the turkey study going on in North Dakota.
Yep, so we partnered with the University of North Dakota, and then NWTF state and national chapters give us good funding so that we really expanded. We were looking at basically the movement and survival of female turkeys when we trap and translocate them to different WMAs around the state. NWTF gave us extra funding where we could include males, which is a really cool part of the study. We got the first year done. We're in the second year. We're going to trap more this year. And we have these turkeys that are moved around the state, and we don't just this study isn't. We're not just moving for this. We've been doing this since the 90s. So if you see a turkey out there that if you harvest one has a band, make sure you call that in to us, report that. That's how we can track how their survival, and then also make sure you look on the back in case they have a transmitter that's tucked away on there, because there are some of those out there on the landscape.
RJ, there's some youth opportunities for turkey hunters in North Dakota too.
Yep. So first time hunters, if you've never had a tag before and you're 15 or under, you guaranteed a tag. And that's not unit specific. That's a statewide tag. And that's just an opportunity to increase youth participation for turkey hunting.
Hunters can help you guys better manage these species.
Yes.
How is that?
Yep. So when you harvest a turkey, I guess back up, when you receive your turkey tag, you'll get a wing envelope in there. With that tag. And what we need on there when you harvest your turkey, put down the unit that you harvested it and the date that you harvested it. And then when you're looking at the feather samples, we need to cut off the 3 longest wing tip feathers, put those in the envelope, and then a few breast feathers right along the breastbone, right in the middle. If you start to get off kind of towards the armpits of it, we can't really tell, and that's what we use for male and female. So we need it right in the middle. Take 3, 4 of those, stick those in with the other ones, and send it off to us.
RJ, any other changes to this year's spring turkey season?
Nope, nothing this year.
Just the license increases?
Yep.
So how can somebody apply, and when is the deadline?
Yep, so February 14th is the deadline, and you go right on our website and use your account and apply.
A lot of great information.
Yep, thanks.